Here's another quick little trip. I lost that little white fly, so I'm going to try this brown fly here. And I just ran the line through the eye. I take my hemostats, I stick it in here, I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, grab the tag end, pull it through, and then pull, and that is my cinch knot. I love these kind of hemostats. So this is a little heavier fly. This should sink. Yep. And maybe this color might be a little more conducive to a strike today. The water's very clear and very low. And we're going to see if we can get something. And I'm fishing right along that edge there. I'm not seeing anything. We'll pop something up. There's usually something right along that edge. Okay, bumped it right along that log. Okay, so if there's nothing next to that log. We pretty much established that. We'll come out here, see what we got. Push it down a little bit farther. Maybe in this slow water behind the log. Sometimes there'll be something. This is sort of a riffle here. No, it's not quite a riffle, but maybe it's a run. And casting in here. Let's see what we get. Oh, we don't want that. There we go. Mother Nature has put some obstacles in our way. No bumps yet. I may have to switch gears again. I'm of the opinion if you don't get a fish in 5 or 10 minutes or a bump or something, you switch flies. I'm starting today with streamers. Usually I start with a dry. But I'm just feeling like it's a streamer day. Not much hatching. And we're just going to work our way down here today. See what we can dig up. This little stretch of river I fish a lot, and I come through periodically with not my rod but just my grabber and pick up the trash through here, because it gets a lot of tubers in the summer, and man, it just gets filled with trash. On the other hand, there's trash here from the 1800s, so there's all kinds of crazy stuff you'll find in this river. Find bricks with dates on it. Now here's a little spot that sometimes is pretty productive if I'm careful. There's a tree right overhead, so I can't cast directly overhead. At the end of September here. Oop, that was something. So conditions are a little crazy. In midsummer, this fishery is on fire. Okay, I've switched to a dry fly now, and I just want to show you what I do. I cast up, see how it's just sitting out there, even though there's a huge seam, and now it's being pulled across the water. And here's a critical point. I let it run. It's gone under. It's a kind of a caddis with legs. And then this point is often where I catch the fish, right here where I lift the rod. Cast again, and then I end upstream here, and see how it's sitting. I don't know if you can see that, but it's sitting for quite a while on that dead water, and then takes off. And that's kind of the key to, that's what a mend is. So a mend is you cast down, then you flip up so that your line, let me do that again. See, and I'll cast up, and you see how the fly just sits there in the slow moving water. Or if it was slightly moving, it would be going at the speed of the current versus motorboating across. Let's see if I can catch a fish here. Try that again. I know there's a fish in there. There's always a fish in there. And here we go again. This fly is really good at acting as both a dry fly and a merger, really, as I think what it is. And it pushes a lot of water, so I tend to catch a lot of fish with it, especially when it's underwater. Yep. There we go. Caught a fish. Let's see if we can bring it in. That was a nice splash. Perfect. Nice smallmouth, I think. Yeah. Nice one. This fly, whoa, never fails. This is a good fish. This fish is not gonna give up. I call the fly a prime Mouradian. I fish this river a lot, and I used to use caddises a whole lot. I'm going to bring them in on the thing. Wow, that is a big fish for this bit of stream here. And I used caddises a lot, and I used Madam X's a lot. And I hope you can see this fish is giving me a hard time. And of all days not to bring my net, this is a super duper fish for this river and this spot. Okay, buddy, come on. For a moment there, I thought he was a... Look at that fish. Look at that fish. That is very, very nice. Okay, I am going to let you go. By the way, this is... Put you down in there. Okay. Yeah, you're biting my thumb. Okay. The fly it's a barbless, well, I push the barbs down. Fly, it's pretty straightforward. It's just it's basically a, I don't know, it's like a Madam X but tied with elk hair. And I can tie these like incredibly quickly. And works incredibly well. Look at that, after all that, it's still floating. We'll try that same spot. Often where there's one, there's more than one. I feel like this fly is almost, should be illegal in many states. It's so effective. Usually I try to fish with other things and then I end up putting this on and catching trout, all kinds of things. Okay, it's a little trickier spot to wade here. By the way, I'm using a 5-weight rod with a floating line, weight forward, floating weight line. Oh, Another wade forward floating line. I got a 3X tippet that's about 6 feet long at this point, and 4X tippet on the end of it. The fly's a size 12. I think I have a video of tying this fly, but I may have to do a new one. Try coming off of this side of the river. Sometimes that'll do it. A little calmer there. In the summertime, this river is full of tubers. We're sort of right in the middle of the University of Michigan campus, so it can get pretty sketchy. It can get pretty crowded here. There we go. Let's see what we got. I think it's just a bluegill. Well, I'm fishing for a while. I've caught a couple bluegill, a couple smallmouth bass. But I'm looking up here, and it looks like some scary clouds are coming in. So I may get myself out of the water. Holding a lightning rod is probably not the best thing. But this was like a nice little short fishing trip. Oop, I saw some fish rising though, so I'm going to have to. Okay, I'm going to go over here under this tree. I saw rising fish, so I have to. I'm compelled. There's a fishing law that says you have to do this. Let's see if I can pull something out of the darkness here. You probably can't tell on camera, but it's really dark here right now, which means I'm going to get rained on pretty heavily. Which will be, oh, I'm starting to feel wet. Okay. Oh, oh, nice. Okay. Fish just jumped after my fly. I hear a train coming by. There's train tracks right here. You may hear it in a minute. As I said, we are just a few feet away from, oh yeah, it's raining now. We're going to wind up. We're just a few feet away from the University of Michigan Hospital, the Kellogg Ice Center. This is definitely urban fishing, and we're going to try to come out of here with some semblance of dignity. Try to keep my rod low. Oh, and that's a second train. All right. Okay, well, I'm signing off, kids. I have to climb out of here. And we'll see you another time.